So the topic we did today is long-term liabilities and equity. So the topic begins from the advantages of leasing, how a lessee can gain from leasing rather than purchasing an asset. So the three advantages it talked about: less cost of financing, less initial cash outflows, and the less risk of obsolescence. The core topic this reading talked about is the accounting for leases, both from the side of the lessee and from the side of the lessor. Both the type of the leases, operating lease and the financial lease, they both are accounted in a very quite similar fashion under both IFRS and US GAAP. But the only difference is that the treatment of both the type is quite different when they're either short term or are a low value lease. It is quite an interesting topic, but is very specific in something like how the amortization of the leased asset happens from the side of the lessor under IFRS and under US GAAP, or how the lease payments are treated if it is an operating lease or a financial lease. The only difference is the treatment of the ROU asset, that is the right to use asset, if it is an operating lease or a financing lease. So what happens is, under a financing lease, the amortization of the ROU asset is by the amount of its annual depreciation, and the interest expense of the lease payments and the amortization amount are treated separately in the income statement. But under an operating lease, both the expenses, that is the interest expense and the amortization expense, are clubbed together in the income statement, and the reduction in the asset value is by the same amount of the lease repayments.